I just changed a little bit the ball because it was between the bricks. So just in the code, I just put that below. So I'm gonna change the position, but I need to change the diameter because it's too big. So I'm gonna change this a little bit, and I'm gonna put 0.2. That'll be fine. And I'm gonna move the ball because I don't want that to be in the side of the bricks. I'm gonna just change that. Right, so we already know that we have a position object that accepts a vector tree, and we have the tree axis here. So I'm just saying that I don't want to move the ball, the initial position of the ball at all in the x-axis, but in the y-axis minus 2.5. So if I save this and I go, you can see that the ball is here, right below. That's fine, but we need our paddle. So in order to create the paddle, I need to add another box. That won't be a brick, but it will be another box that will act like the paddle. So in order to make that, I'm gonna create a new paddle. Oh, by the way, I changed that, right? We have the bricks creation, and then we have the render loop and the event listener. That's fine, and I just put the ball below, because if I put the ball first, like here, it was like, oh well, it's the different. If I like before, for instance, without this, yeah, it's between the bricks, right? So we cannot see that. That's why I changed the code a little bit, and I think it's fine because we need to create the ball and the paddle. So here below it's fine. I'm going to change the position. I'm going to create now the paddle. It will be const paddle equal another mesh builder, create box. The name for that it will be paddle, and I need to define the options. In this case, if you can see, for this sphere we have an object with a property called diameter, right? So initially this will be the size of the ball, but in this case this is a box. It contains different properties. In this case we have two properties. One is width, and I'm going to set that to 1, and the other is height, and I'm going to set that to 0.2 because I don't want to be in a square box, but just like a long rectangle box, right? That will be our paddle. So I need to set also the position again because I want that to be below the ball. So the ball should not pass the paddle. And then paddle equals, no, sorry, position. We can do this with the y position, or we can set again the new vector. I'm gonna try to do it this way. So you have different ways to do it, and the new position can be -3. If I go to the code, I can see now the paddle. If I change the camera perspective, so we can see there. So, but it's white. I don't want that to be white. Maybe I want that to be a different color, maybe a blue. So in order to make that, we need to do something like we did with the bricks here. I can copy this code here, and I just create a new material that will be ball creation, and this will be ball creation. So that won't be brick material, but it will be a paddle material, and the name of this will be paddle material, it belongs to the same also. I'm going to change it, and I'm going to change the color. So this is a RGB. So now we just want to change the blue color right here, but I need to add that material to the paddle. So I need to set the paddle that material equals paddle material. If I go to the code now, we can see that the paddle now is with blue color. Okay, I think we're good at this point, but we need to define the margins or the walls of our game. So I need to explain you a little bit, because we are using the coordinate system with the position object here, but I need to explain that a little bit. That's pretty important.